This year's team was pretty much selected by having 7 returners, our starting 5 and 2 reserves, and behind them, more so a talented group of freshmen and sophomores that have had great showings during the summer and the off season. So that was the makeup of our team this year.
I was relating our team to the Wu-Tang Clan. It's a musical group with various styles. In our group, we have a dynamic group of athletes with various styles where it's kind of hard to just stop one player. Where if you're looking to stop Kalon, and Amari Tillman shows up for 36 points, or you're looking to stop Kalon, Amari, then Jalik shows up for double digits, or we might even have a 6-man as a freshman step in, and he steps in like he's been playing varsity his whole career. So it was just an exciting group of guys, exciting year. I'm just happy to be a part of their story, of their success, and to be able to make some history here at my alum. So.
This season really started off with adversity. We went through a lot of adversity, just coming from that last year's team, being seniors, so we had to grow up.
The season, from this season, we had to chop wood in the winter, as Coach Hunter had to tell us. And it was more of a struggle this year because we had a lot of younger guys, and last year we was more mature. But it was like a teaching tool this year that we had to teach the young guys and show them different stuff along the way. On the road, like the road to Macon, it was just a great feeling and experience because we did it last year, and to come back and do it again when so many people was counting us out. So just knowing that feeling that we went back and we went out on our own terms, it was just great.
Playing at Macon is a great feeling, a whole bunch of people, bright lights, everything a basketball player could want to do, living your dream.
The road to state championship for the team was tremendous. It was great to see the collaborative effort of support from the female athletes that would get on the line with the cheerleaders to bring them in, from old middle school teachers that came in to support, just to rally behind the team and tell our guys that we were with them, and just awesome support and showcasing of what Westside truly stands for. The student athlete that was resilient under pressure second time around to stand under it and produce. So we were really excited about that.
Some of the highlights, how the season began, it began with us being famous. And what I mean by that is last year's state championship became a distraction because it interfered with this year's state championship motivation and work ethics. So we started kind of slow. We disagreed a lot in the beginning in terms of, the things that we were looking for in them. But then at the same time, as the season began, they began to understand that, if you don't like losing, then, we better fix some things. So we started off kind of rough, and then all of a sudden we hit a streak. But our goal was let's see, can we win 5 games in a row? And that's kind of been our mission, because winning 5 games in a row simply means you can win a state championship. So we never reached that goal until December, and then I think we run like maybe 8 or 9 in a row. So we realized that we can go on a streak and win 5 games in a row. But then we lost 1 or 2. But most important, we were searching for an identity. We tried to live off of last year's state championship, but that only carried us so far. That just made the target bigger. So this year began with a few struggles. I call it chopping wood in the winter, because naturally we didn't do the necessary things in the summer as well as the fall to be prepared. But fortunately, we came through in the end.
This season for me was the definition of you can't really determine the outcome of the entire season by the regular season. Because if anybody would look at us throughout the regular season, it was a complete switch flip. Against Thompson, putting them in just, being able to win games by double digits that were close or we had even lost in the past. And so, we were able to flip that switch. And I feel like just like even with March Madness going on right now, it's a lot of teams like Florida Atlantic who are shocking the world. But it's just the teams who have the most dogs, the team who has a great coach, then the team is led by horses. And, at the end of the day, you'll see who the true champions are.
The true leader, I would say, on the court is Kalon Hudson, and I say just behind the scenes is Amari, because both of them, if things start to go south, they'll get us right back to it, and we follow their steps. They're true leaders.
I say we all leaders, but I say a true leader is Kalon. He motivates all of us. Like, make sure we working out harder than him, because he want everybody to be great, not good. Coach Hunter got a different way of motivating us. Like, he a little old wisdom, so he uses his old wisdom on us, and we'll be motivated a little bit. But we gotta, we gotta try to look through the lines to what he's saying. But once you do that, you'll get his message.
Always keep us going, tell us next play, you know what I'm saying? Don't never hang our head, motivate us. He like a father figure.
I think the coaches have to set the standard first. We have to model excellence, not perfection, because we all have imperfections. And I think our imperfections played a lot of us becoming the team that we became, because we would always say we're not striving for perfection, we're striving for excellence. So, of course, dynasty, in terms of greatness, make sure the guys understood that when greatness challenges you, you become the opponent. So it's how much more you're willing to work now that you're good, because a lot of people stop at good. And with this team here, they took on the challenges, because a lot of those games we lost early on is because we was playing against two teams. We was playing against Westside and our opponent. So once we understood, if we're going to be our opponent, let's become the best that we can be to defeat each other. And to defeat each other, that simply means we got to work together. Together, each achieves more. And like I said last year, we went from wanting to be the team with the best players to the players on the best team.
As a coaching staff, we decided to take everyone's championship ring from last year. And we felt like there was a bit of sacrifice that needed to go involved to get to where we needed to go to win it again. So there were some players in our locker room that didn't have championship rings. And in order for everyone in that locker room to get another one, everyone that had one had to sacrifice their ring and turn it in. So we turned in our championship rings, we put them in a bucket, and one of the most special moments after we won the championship game was to bring those rings back out, and hey, congrats. Everybody in here is a state champion. Some of us are 2 times, but at the end of the day, we're building a championship brand. So the younger generation gets to benefit from the older generation, and we're just trying to build a legacy of winners, champions, good players, good, decent men, high character, low maintenance on and off the court.
Well, look forward to the future. Things look good, and when you say dynasty, we're going to work, because without work, it doesn't work.